Let's boost your English skills.
Hey there, Boost English family. Thanks for pressing play today. I'm Olivia, thrilled to hang out with you again and help you level up your English while we tackle real-life issues.
What's up, listeners? Billy here. Olivia, before we start, did your dog finally stop stealing your socks?
Not a chance. Yesterday, she ran across the yard waving a bright pink one like a victory flag. How's your marathon training going?
Slow and steady. I ran 3 miles, then rewarded myself with a giant burrito. Balance, right?
Absolutely. And speaking of balance, today we're talking about something that can throw anyone off balance: panic. By listening to our conversation, you'll pick up vocabulary, natural rhythm, and tips you can use right away.
Stick around, practice shadowing our speech, and let's dive deep into how to deal with panic without letting it run your life.
Let's start with the basics. Panic is a sudden wave of intense fear that comes out of nowhere. Your heart pounds, your palms sweat, and your thoughts race like cars on a freeway.
Yeah, it's the body's alarm system on maximum volume. But sometimes the alarm rings even when there's no real fire.
Exactly. And that false alarm can feel just as scary as real danger.
Oh, I see. So if listeners ever felt dizzy before an exam or froze during a job interview, that's the same system in action.
Right. The key is learning to turn the volume down, and we've got 5 strategies to help you do just that. Strategy 1, control your breathing. When panic strikes, people tend to take quick, tiny breaths high in the chest.
Which makes you feel even more panicked because you're not getting enough oxygen. Vicious cycle, right?
Exactly. So try box breathing. Inhale 4 counts, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4.
I like to trace a square in the air with my finger while I breathe. Keeps my mind focused.
Nice trick. Another option is belly breathing. Put a hand on your stomach and feel it rise like a balloon.
Really? I used that during turbulence on a flight last month. The guy next to me thought I was weird, but I landed calm.
Whatever works. The science shows slow breathing signals the vagus nerve, which tells the brain to chill out.
Fun fact: Navy SEALs train this way to stay cool in intense situations. If it works for them, it can work for us. Quick side note on body cues. When panic starts, some people feel tingling in their fingers or a lump in the throat.
Right, those sensations are scary but harmless. Blood flow changes and muscles tighten, that's all.
Understanding the science helps you say, "Oh, that's just adrenaline," instead of, "I'm dying."
Exactly. Knowledge turns monsters into math problems. Less spooky, more solvable. Strategy 2, ground yourself through your senses. The classic 5-4-3-2-1 exercise pulls you back to the present.
Let's model it. Olivia, name 5 things you see right now.
The studio mic, a steaming mug, the recording light, a tiny cactus, and your neon sneakers.
4 things you can touch.
The desk edge, my notebook, the headphone cable, and the cool metal water bottle.
3 things you hear.
The low hum of the computer, distant traffic, and your pen clicking.
2 things you smell.
Fresh coffee and the candle you lit, vanilla bean, right?
1 thing you taste.
Peppermint gum.
And boom, mind anchored. Listeners, do it with us next time panic pops up.
Right. It forces your brain to shift from scary what-ifs to concrete what is. Strategy 3, use a calming mantra like "this feeling will pass." Say it, write it, sing it if you have to.
I keep a sticky note on my laptop that reads, "Temporary, not permanent." Helps during deadline chaos.
Good one. Another phrase is, "I'm safe. This is just adrenaline." Naming it steals its power.
Did you know a typical adrenaline surge peaks in about 10 minutes? You can ride that wave.
Exactly. If you surf the sensation instead of fighting it, the wave dies down sooner.
Strategy 4, talk to someone. Panic grows in silence like mold in a dark closet.
Wow, vivid image. Sharing your feelings brings fresh air in. Even a quick text can break the spiral.
How about you? Ever text a friend mid-panic?
Yes. I once messaged my cousin before a big speech. She replied with a funny gif, and I laughed and relaxed.
Humor is medicine. If you can't reach a friend, journaling works too. Dump the thoughts onto paper.
Or use voice notes. Hearing your own words out loud can reveal that the fear isn't as huge as it sounds in your head. Strategy 5, Build daily self-care habits. Think of them as tiny deposits in your calmness bank.
Sleep is like the interest rate. Skip it, and panic debt grows fast.
Nice analogy. Add balanced meals and movement, and your stress budget stays healthy.
Even 5 minutes of stretching between meetings can reset your nervous system.
True. And limit caffeine when you know you're prone to jitters.
Right. 3 espressos plus a looming deadline equals a personal earthquake.
Been there, done that. Moderation is key.
Let's bust a quick myth. Panic attacks don't mean you're weak. They're just biology misfiring.
Exactly. The bravest people I know have dealt with panic. Athletes, firefighters, teachers.
So if it happens, don't shame yourself. Treat it like a glitch, not a character flaw.
Well said. Self-compassion actually reduces future panic episodes. Some people ask, is panic the same as anxiety? They're cousins but not twins.
Good way to put it. Anxiety is like a slow drip faucet. Steady worry over time. Panic is a burst pipe, sudden and intense.
Exactly. Anxiety can last hours or days, while a panic attack usually peaks in minutes and then fades.
Knowing the difference helps you choose tools. Slow breathing works for both, but planning ahead targets anxiety better.
And if you have frequent panic attacks, talking with a health professional is important. There's no shame in getting support. We asked our Instagram followers for questions. Maya from Texas says, I panic in elevators. Any tips?
Great question. First, practice breathing before you step in. Second, stand near the control panel so you feel in charge.
Also, ride with a friend at first. Gradual exposure teaches your brain elevators aren't monsters.
Good point. And keep a playlist ready. Music can distract and soothe at the same time.
Nice. Remember, small wins build confidence. Another listener, Luis from Chile, says, crowded buses make me panic. I can't avoid them on my commute.
Tough spot. Try entering through the back door so you feel less trapped and stand near a window if you can.
Also, carry something small and textured, like a keychain. Squeezing it can ground you through touch.
Noise-canceling earbuds help too. Soft music can mask the chatter and engine noise that triggers stress.
Great tips. Remember, even tiny adjustments can lower panic by a few degrees, and that's progress.
Let's act out a longer scenario. I'll play Jake, a college student who panics before an exam. You be the supportive friend.
Got it. Scene starts in the hallway outside the classroom.
My chest is tight. I studied all night, but my mind is blank. I think I'm going to fail.
Jake, look at me. Place your hand on your belly and breathe with me, slow and deep.
Okay, in, out. Still shaky.
Tell me 5 things you can see.
The clock, a poster, a blue backpack, a window, and a water fountain.
Good. 4 things you can touch.
My notebook, the wall, my jeans, this pencil.
3 things you hear.
Students chatting, footsteps, pages turning.
2 things you smell.
Fresh paper and someone's citrus cologne.
1 thing you taste.
Mint gum.
Excellent. Now repeat after me. This feeling will pass. I prepared well.
This feeling will pass. I prepared well.
How do you feel?
Better. My heartbeat is slowing down. I can remember chapter 3 now.
Great. Let's walk in together. I'll grab us seats near the window.
Thanks. Having a plan makes me feel safer already.
Quick bonus tips. Keep cold water nearby. Sipping it can reset your nervous system.
Also, try progressive muscle relaxation. Tense and release each muscle group from toes to head.
And visualize a calm place, like a beach at sunrise. Imagery can trick the brain into relaxing.
Remember, practice these skills when you're calm, so they feel natural during panic.
Time for our vocabulary recap. We'll spend a few minutes unpacking tricky words and phrases.
First up, vicious cycle. We used it to describe breathing that fuels panic. It means a bad situation that keeps making itself worse.
Exactly. Next, vagus nerve. That's the nerve connecting brain and body, sending calming signals when you breathe slowly.
We said adrenaline surge. Adrenaline is a stress hormone, and surge means a sudden, strong increase.
Right. Think of a power surge in electricity. Sudden, extra energy.
Another term, gradual exposure. It means facing fear step by step instead of all at once.
Like dipping a toe in cold water before swimming. Eases the shock.
We also mentioned progressive muscle relaxation. Progressive means step by step, And relaxation means making muscles loose.
Good breakdown. Next, visualize. That's to create a mental picture. Athletes visualize success before games.
And self-compassion. It means treating yourself with kindness, the way you'd treat a friend.
Last word, jitters. Informal for nervous shakes, often from caffeine or stress.
Listeners, pause the episode, repeat each word, and make a quick sentence. That cements it in your memory.
Let's add a few more vocabulary nuggets before we close.
Commute means your daily travel between home and work or school.
Textured refers to how something feels rough, smooth, bumpy. We suggested a textured keychain.
We used mask as a verb, meaning to cover or hide something, like masking noise with music.
And degrees in our phrase, lower panic by a few degrees, means a small amount or level, not temperature here.
2 final terms. Tingling means a light prickly feeling on your skin, like tiny pins.
And lump in the throat describes tightness that makes swallowing hard when you're nervous.
Perfect. Keep these in your active vocabulary list.
All right, team. You now have a toolkit for handling panic and a pocket full of new vocabulary.
Practice the techniques today, even if you're calm. Skills grow with repetition.
If this episode might help someone you know, go ahead and share it with them.
Check out the show notes for extra tips and links. Until next time, keep breathing and keep boosting your English.
See you soon, and remember, this feeling, whatever it is, will pass. Bye for now.